Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Another week of low spend. I got out these steaks, which are very frozen, and we are going to let them thaw out, and then I'm going to wash them, season them, and we are going to grill them tonight, and we will see what we're going to make for sides, but we're keeping it very simple and very delicious. All right, so for breakfast on Monday, we have these hash browns that have been in the fridge. They need to be used up. I'm going to toast them up, so this will get eaten up, and my husband's making eggs. And then we still have some of this caramelized onions. If anybody wants to warm some up and put it and make like a little sandwich, that would be great. So let's put this together. Okay, so I pulled out a few more things. My husband wants to put some of this pate on his little breakfast sandwich. I pulled out some cheese. I warmed up the onion. We have some salami. The eggs are being made. So let me put a sandwich together and show you how we're eating. All right, so here is my egg, some salami, cheese, onions, some pickles, because we're trying to use up the jar that we have. And it's almost 12 in the afternoon, so this is like brunch slash lunch. We'll have some of this. It's going to be so good. These eggs are so delicious. When I dropped off the kids at my mom's house the other day, she actually gave me 18 eggs from her chickens. These are not those eggs, so we have those also. These are just store-bought eggs. Okay, so next to our steaks, I'm going to make baked potatoes in the crock pot. So I have my crock pot with just a little bit of water. I'm going to scrub these, poke some holes in them, and put some salt and put them in the crock pot on high for a couple hours, and we're gonna have delicious baked potato. I have my steaks in there marinating with a little bit of water, not marinating, washing them with a little bit of water, vinegar, and salt, and then I'm gonna season them, put them in the fridge because those thawed out, and get these in the crock pot. It's around 317, so these will be perfect for later on. So here is my potatoes. I kind of tried to pick out the same size potatoes. I just scrubbed them with a little vegetable scrubber brush, washed them really good. This is the one I use. I just got that at Dollar Tree a while back. I poked some holes in them, some salt, a little bit of water, and I put it in the crock pot for 4 hours on high, and they might be done before that. And then here are my steaks. I washed them. I put a little bit of salt, and then I put a little bit of the seasoning, Rudy's Rub. There's the ingredients. This is from Texas. My friend got it for me a couple years ago when she was in Texas, and I loved it. My sister picked it up for me when her and her family were in Texas not long ago, and it's really good. So I figured we'll use that on our steaks. And so these I'm just going to cover with the lid and pop them in the fridge for the next couple hours and just let all the seasoning kind of marinate. I was looking through my fridge and I pulled out a couple bags of not so beautiful hamburger buns, and we're not using them right now, so these are going to go in the freezer. Now, I had a bunch of waffles. These have been in my fridge. They're not eating them. I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag, and these are going in the freezer. Lucas doesn't eat steak, but I had these in the fridge. We're going to grill these up as well, and he can have some of these. Okay, so I have the freezer bags, and then I also grabbed a bunch of green onions that were in the other fridge, so we're going to use these up. My husband got this salad gifted to him, and it was in the other fridge. When he came home from work, he just popped it in there, and it's really not looking so good, so we're definitely going to make this tonight. I have some corn in here. I have more corn in the fridge, and this is, I've had it for like 2 weeks. I need to use it up. I'm really happy I decided to boil up this corn because the outer husk already had mold on them. And then this one, I had to like cut part of it off because it had a little bit of a bad spot. The rest look okay, so I'm going to boil these up tonight. And like I said, I have more in the fridge, so we're going to be eating a lot of corn. All right, the answer to the muffins is yes, I'm going to make them. These sound really good. All right, so I do have a helper here. Lucas is mixing, and Noah poured in the water. And we are using up these muffin liners. We have some that are festive, and that's okay. We're just using up what we have. And it
smells like bananas.
It smells so good. It smells so good. I think Noah's really gonna like this too because he loves banana. So does Lucas. We've never had these. We've had like the blueberry and cranberry ones, so we're really excited to try this one. So that looks like it's pretty good. You want to mix, Noah? You don't want to mix? Okay, so he doesn't want to mix, but we're gonna put them in here and pop them in the first batch of the bananas, you guys. I let them go for 23 minutes at a 400-degree oven, and they smell incredible. You guys remember last week my kids went for a walk, and one of our neighbors had some free Produce, we already ate the cucumbers. These zucchinis are starting to go bad. So I'm going to cut off the bad parts, wash them, slice them up, and then put a little olive oil, salt, and pepper. And my husband's just going to throw them on the grill. And that way we will eat them and they won't go to waste, especially that someone worked very hard to grow them and give them for free to others. So we definitely don't want to waste them. So they're going to be delicious. I also chopped up a few of the green onions to put on our baked potato. I'm going to put some cheese and sour cream over there as well. And then there's the yellow squash. I just put olive oil, salt, and pepper, and that's going straight on our grill. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Just getting dinner ready. Here is the salad. I used most of the bag. There's still some left. We will feed some to our bunny. It's definitely on its last leg. And I have croutons in the pantry, so I use some of those, some ranch and some cheese, and call it good. And then we have some toppings for the baked potato. The corn is done. We also have butter, and then we got 2 of these from Pizza Hut when it was Lucas's birthday and we got pizza. So we'll use this for our corn if anybody wants to top it with that, some seasoning. And then the meat is outside with the squash. Wait, getting.
This was on Lucas's birthday?
Yeah, that was from his birthday, from Pizza Hut.
When he turned
and then and then the meat is just getting done with the squash. And then here are these beautiful muffins. All of them, the kids already ate a few of them. They're so good. I had a taste and they are absolutely delicious. They are sweet, but they're absolutely delicious. One of this A1 sauce, steak sauce from our pantry in the garage. And this is a 20-ounce bottle, so it's pretty big. And I have another one. I think I got a set of 2 at Costco, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, this I just got from our stockpile because we don't have any more. Okay, so here's the steak and the sausages and the squash and everything. I'm gonna plate it up and then show you guys my plate. I cannot wait to dig in. Oh, the baked potatoes. I gotta put the baked potato. I'm not having any of the corn right now because I really wanna dig into this. This is what I've been waiting for, is the steak and the potato. We will see you guys tomorrow. This is what Lucas is having. They've been snacking on stuff while they've been cooking it, but that's what he's having. You're not having any salad?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Okay, so it is still Monday night, and I want to show you guys. I have this 10-pound block of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. These I used to get at Restaurant Depot even for like 50-something cents a pound, $1 cents a pound, $1 and like 20 cents a pound and stuff like that. Now they've been really expensive. So this is from last year. It's really old, but I'm going to thaw it all out and then I'm going to slice it up and do some meal prep with it, like to do Hawaiian chicken, which we really like because I have a huge container of teriyaki sauce in the other fridge. So I want to use some of that up. Brought some bagels from the other fridge because my daughter was asking for bagels. So I brought those in the house as well. So we're in our backyard and Noah wanted to show you guys. His dad made him a little swing. Noah, say hi.
Hi.
And he was like poking at me while I was showing you guys the meat and stuff. And he's like, I really want to show him the swing. So there's the swing. Did you have fun at Grandma and Grandpa's house?
Yeah.
You happy to be home?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also have tomatoes over there. There's a couple of them that are starting to turn red. Okay, so since I'm going to be meal prepping tomorrow, I'm going to thaw these packages of beef out, and I want to make a bunch of spaghetti sauce like with beef and the way I usually make it, and then put it in Ziploc bags and have it ready to go in the freezer. Hi everyone, it is Tuesday morning and we are starting breakfast with coffee and the banana walnut muffins. They're super delicious and the kids have been eating on those for breakfast. They're just really good, so that's what we are starting. So I am getting ready to make my pasta sauce or lasagna sauce. You can use it for spaghetti, lasagna, lots of things, and putting it in the freezer. So I have some onions. These are the last of my onions. I did put a Walmart delivery order, so that should be coming soon, and I did get some more onions. I have some garlic, and then I just have a couple different marinara sauces. If we need more, I am using 6 pounds of ground beef, so if we need more, I'll bring some more, and some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. Super easy. I'm gonna make it in this huge pot. I might cook up some noodles and make some spaghetti tonight. And then the rest I want to freeze. I hope I have enough to freeze. I might end up needing maybe 1 or 2 more jars of marinara sauce, which I'm fine because these have been in my pantry and I need to use them up. So this is going to be great because we're using up things that have been in the pantry in the freezer, and we're also putting meals ready to go in the freezer. So okay, so I sauteed the pretty much 2 onions is what it came out to. for a few minutes, salt and pepper, and now I put the beef. There's going to be a lot of liquid, so I am going to drain this at the end. Salt and pepper the beef. Here is the garlic. I'm going to throw that in when I throw in the marinara sauce. And this is a lot of meat. I might, like I said, I might have to get more marinara sauce. We'll see. But I feel really good. I feel like we're going to get a huge bath. You guys, this made a lot of sauce. I ended up using just the 4 jars. I did rinse them out with a little bit of water and tried to get as much of that sauce out. And I did end up putting garlic powder as well. With that garlic, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. And I'm just going to let it come to a quick boil. And I'm going to let it boil on low for a little bit, just everything to marinate. I drained it, but you can see some of the fat is still in there. That's okay, it's flavor. Let me show you guys. So I used the last of the pasta in this container. So I pulled out one of these 2-pound pastas, thin pastas from, oh, I gotta turn that down, from my indoor pantry. So I am replenishing things as I'm using them up. And it feels good to use up the old stuff. Here's the spaghettis for tonight, and I am using this grated cheese. We had 2 of these. We used some for the corn yesterday, but not all of it, so we're gonna use that up, and look at how much sauce I still have left over. Okay, everyone, so here is the 10 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. My husband just cut them up in strips. And my first meal I wanna make for freezer meals, I have my Ziploc bag, I have my Sharpie. I'm going to make the Hawaiian chicken. I have these sesame seeds, which I got in this kit a long time ago, so I'm definitely going to add sesame seeds because we like them and we need to use them up. But mostly I want to make these meals because of this teriyaki sauce. We've used some of it, but it's just been sitting in my fridge in the garage, and I want to use some more of it up. And then we have our pineapple. I think this is the only kind of pineapple I have, the little tidbits, which is fine. I might not use all of the juice from it, but I'm definitely going to use the whole can of pineapple in one bag. So we'll put some chicken, some of that, some teriyaki sauce, some sesame seeds, and make our freezer meals. Okay, you guys, so we got 3 freezer meals out of the 10 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I feel like this would feed our family plus some leftovers. So I wanted to make some generous sides because everybody really, really likes this. So this one has less, and then these 2 are pretty full. You can see we added the sesame seeds. We used up, I think the sauce was up to here, so we used up some sauce. 3 cans of pineapple tidbits. We have 1 more left. Okay, so I went into my freezer yet again, and I found this top round roast boneless that I got on clearance at Kroger from $17.60, and I got it for $6.08, and it's just around 2.5 pounds. So this is gonna thaw out. It's definitely frozen burnt, but that's okay. We are going to turn this into Mississippi roast tomorrow, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. I have these overnight oats that I got a while back at Grocery Outlet, a while back. And my kids don't really care for them, so I'm going to go ahead and make it tonight and put it in the fridge and have this for breakfast tomorrow. So a little update on the sauce. It cooled down and I'm ready to go ahead and put it in Ziploc bags, but it was super, super thick. So it was a lot of meat. Again, I used 6 pounds of ground beef, and I still feel like it's a lot of meat. It's not as saucy. I added 2 more jars of marinara sauce, so a total of 6 jars all together. And I feel like, you know, I'm gonna add 1 more. All right, guys, so we have 6 freezer meals ready to go. You guys, it's 10 o'clock at night, and my son David just made this feta pasta. I don't know, it's online. It smells really good and it looks really good. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning, and I have Mississippi roast going in the crock pot, and instead of the pepperoncini, I use these pickles. I've done it with pickles before, and I put some of the pickle juice because we really like it, because this was open and I didn't want to open up a jar of pepperoncinis. So again, we're just using up what we have. The Mississippi roast. We are having it with some leftover baked potatoes from the other day, and with some of that gravy, and a huge Caesar salad. Dinner is so delicious tonight. This is my husband's plate. Is it good, babe? Yeah, he already had some. All right, you guys, so let me show you what I took out of the freezer and what I plan on making for tomorrow. I plan on doing another crock pot meal, keeping it super simple. So I have these pork chops that I got on clearance at Kroger for $7.23 from $12.08. originally $19. And you can see that the package has already kind of broken. It was squished, the little freezer burned, but it'll be okay. So I've never made smothered pork chops, and I found a recipe online on YouTube on doing it in the crock pot, and it sounds easy. It asks for cream of chicken soup, which I have, and I brought 2 in. I'm not sure if I need both or just one. And then 1 packet of this onion soup mix, which I'm super excited because I think this is probably expired. I don't know where the date is. I've had it for a super long time, so I'm excited to incorporate this. I have 2 of them. I'll be using 1. It's asking for chicken broth, so I just took out one of my homemade chicken broths. And then it asked for 1 packet of pork gravy. I have this au jus gravy that I'm trying to use up. I used this on the Mississippi roast today as well, and I'm sure it'll be just fine. So I'm gonna do this, and then for the sides, I might do some more corn on the cob maybe, and then we're either gonna do like homemade mashed potatoes. I have 2 huge bags of potatoes that I need to use up, or if I don't feel like doing the mashed potatoes, I'm just gonna do the scallop potatoes, like the cheesy scallop potatoes out of a box in the oven. So something super simple. I want to show you guys, my husband also harvested these tomatoes from our garden. They smell so delicious. I'm so excited. My parents dropped by and they brought us a bunch of zucchini. They have a huge garden. They live on a farm, and so we got zucchini from them. We have some baby carrots in there that need to be used up. So we'll definitely do something with those. All right, so it is Thursday morning, and I ended up using both cans of the cream of chicken because I have quite a few pork chops. This is the mixture, and I ended up switching the au jus for the brown gravy because I was looking online and it looks like it needs to be a nice thick gravy, so I figured this would work out better. I might do a cornstarch slurry at the end. And let me show you guys. I have some of the pork chops, salt, pepper. I'm going to put some of the mixture here. That does not look or sound good. And then I have more pork chops that I'm going to wash and keep layering them, seasoning them, and putting in the mixture. All right, I put all the pork chops and I used up all that liquid, and it looks like it's just the perfect amount, and I think this is gonna make a delicious creamy gravy. Okay, another reason I'm doing this pantry, freezer, fridge challenge. I know I have a case, like a couple boxes of stuffing that I got from Costco around Thanksgiving when they were on sale, and I've looked everywhere. I can't find them. I know we have them. I know I didn't use them. I just can't find them because there's so much stuff everywhere. I checked my other pantries. I checked everywhere. I cannot find them for the life of me. So no stuffing for us today. I have a huge thing of instant mashed potatoes, but then I also have 2 bags of potatoes, which I'm actually gonna put in the other fridge because it's getting really hot in my garage where I'm keeping them. And I don't want them to go bad. So it's around 11:30 and I wanna show you guys, Noah wants another burrito. I had a few of these in the fridge, and then the rest I put in the freezer, so I'm gonna warm them up about 2 heats, about 2 of these. And then Lucas had some corn dogs. Yeah, he had corn dogs for lunch. So yeah, just using everything. So it looks like David pulled these out of the freezer last night, and these are just the breakfast burritos, so they are going to be eating these as well. Okay, so Noah decided that he wants 1 burrito and 1 of these little parfaits. Okay, so these are the mashed potatoes that I'm gonna use. I went in the garage and I took the potatoes and I put them in the fridge. They still look good. We can use them for like potato soup or something else. I'm not sure. It says Best Buy, April 1st, 2022. I don't know if you can see it. No, 2021. So I definitely need to use them up. I'm not sure if I got these at Cash and Carry or if I got them at Grocery Outlet, but I have a few of these, so I want to use them up. I'm not going to use the whole thing, but you better believe it, if I open it up, I'm going to go ahead and use a lot of it. All right, so after about 2 hours on high, because these pork chops were kind of thin, they're looking really good. And so what I did is I made a cornstarch slurry and I put it in there, and then I just put it on, I cut it down because I had it on 6 hours. I cut it down to 2 hours. It's already gone for 2 hours, so maybe a total of 4. And I'm gonna leave it on high for a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn it back down to low. You guys, make this. I just took a bite. It is so good. I put a bunch of the gravy. It's not too salty with the mashed potatoes. I use those instant mashed potatoes. They smell like the KFC mashed potatoes. Super easy. This is my mashed potatoes. We have a lot of it. And I'm going to dig in because I am seriously so hungry. And it's just so, so good. Okay, so I was thinking about dinner for tomorrow. And I'm thinking it's Friday tomorrow, so tacos. I have this ground beef I'm taking out and letting thaw out. And then I have a few of these cilantro lime fries. I'm gonna see if 2 packets are enough. If not, I can pull out another one. I have this Taco Bell kit that comes with the sauce and the seasoning, so we'll be using that. And then I'm gonna warm up some refried beans. I took out these flour tortillas out of the freezer as well. And we have iceberg lettuce and cheese and sour cream and salsa in the fridge. So I'm going to thaw out the meat, and I think this is going to be a really good dinner tomorrow. It's still Thursday night and I'm not done cooking. So ever since yesterday when my mom and my dad brought over the zucchini, Lucas has been on me to make him fried zucchini. It is 5:40 in the afternoon right now, and I'm going to make him some because it's finally cooled down a little bit. And I just want this kid off of my back. He is craving these so bad. So I'm going to make a few fried zucchini. Hi everyone. So it is Friday morning and it's a little bit cooler today. And I decided I'm going to make some potato soup as well. I'm going to only use 2 of these. So I'll probably use these 2 and then put the rest in the freezer. But I'm going to start by making a broth by boiling these for about an hour or so. And then adding my carrot, celery, onion, potatoes. It's going to be delicious. All right, so I put everything in here in my bread machine. This is my little bread machine to make homemade bread for 2 reasons. One is because my kids really like it, especially with homemade potato soup. But 2, I wanted to use some of my baking goods because I'm stocked up. I have a lot, but what good is it going to do me if it's going to go bad? So in here I have water, butter, 4 cups of flour, and then yeast, dry milk. All right, so here are my potatoes, and my little chopper makes it very easy to chop those up. I just peeled them, washed them, and chopped them up. So those are ready to go in cold water. And then over here I have carrots, celery, onion, and garlic. I put everything through my little chopper except the garlic. And then this is boiling. This is going to take a while. And then I'm also going to use, I need to open up, I have a bigger can of tomato paste, so I'll use some of it for the soup. And then the rest I'll freeze, and then sour cream and parsley at the end. All right, so this is the can of tomato paste that I am opening up. It is 1 pound. I don't need a pound of tomato paste or sauce in my soup. So I'm going to take these little Ziploc bags, which I really love. I got these at Dollar Tree because they're small. They're like half of a regular Ziploc bag. And then I'm going to put as much as I need for future soups. I just put it in the freezer, and when I make my next soup or whatever I need for my sauce for, I just take it out and it's good to go. Okay, so I just finished my potato soup, and I wanted to film it before it's all gone. I'm not kidding. These little kids, they already had cereal for breakfast, but they're ready for lunch, I'm telling you. The bread is still going, and it's looking nice. And then the soup is done. I'm just going to cover it and let it sit here and cool off a little bit. And that will be lunch. Okay, so here is my beautiful bread. It kind of sunk in the middle, but that's okay. The metal part is still in there. I just took it out. It smells heavenly. We're going to let this sit and cool down before we cut into it. Okay, so Lucas is going to have his potato soup with this onion, and this is from our garden. And then when the bread is a little bit cooler, we'll have it with bread. Yeah, do you like it?
Yeah.
It's so good, you guys. And with onion, it's so delicious.
It's just burning hot.
It's burning hot, yeah. All right, so David is going to be doing dinner. Well, actually, it's going to be more like lunch and dinner for him and dinner for everybody else. He is also taking this tomato herb chicken that he found in the freezer, thawing it out, and he's going to make, you're making tacos out of it? Mm-hmm. Tacos out of that. I just pulled that out of the fridge. It's been thawing out. And then I think we're going to do 3 boxes of the cilantro lime. Okay, here are David's tacos. He made the rice and he opened up a can of corn. Yeah. and the refried beans, and there's some chicken ones and some beef ones. And are you gonna put any sour cream or anything like that?
Yeah.
So sour cream, and we also have iceberg lettuce and salsa, which are gonna go on. So here is David's tacos, the refried beans with some of the cilantro rice. And there was 3 of the chicken breasts. It looks like David ate 2. So there's 1 more and some corn. I want to show you guys, my parents have blackberries on their property, and they brought over, well, my niece dropped off a bucket full of freshly picked blackberries that my dad just picked. We already ate a bunch, and I'm just putting them in these upcycled jars and gonna put them in our fridge. All right, you guys, so it is still Friday night, and I want to show you what I pulled out of my freezer. I bought this a while back, and this, just like the pork chops, the package has been compromised. So it's a little freezer burnt, but it'll be okay. This is flank steaks, and it's huge. It was originally $55.56, marked down to $43.07, and I got it for $25.83 a while back at Kroger. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? Well, I found on Pinterest some beef and broccoli, like Asian style stir fry thing. And I think you can make it in the crock pot, or you can make it in a pan, and I'm guessing over noodles or over rice would be really good. But I don't want to just make one meal, obviously, because it would be so much. But I also want to do some freezer meals. So I did place a Walmart order for some frozen broccoli, and also for tortilla shells, because I need to make some more tacos, burritos, because my kids ate them all. So it is Saturday morning, and I had a little Walmart delivery, just like I was telling you guys last night I was going to have. I needed a few things for a couple of recipes, and let me go over what I got. So I got some more bananas. Those were $1.56. I got the red onions, were $3.58, and then some sweet white onions were $3.28. And then I got 7 bags of broccoli florets. And this is mostly, I want to do some meal prep with all that steak, flank steak for beef and broccoli, and then make some for today. And that was a total of $6.86. Sorry, I have my little sheet here. I'm looking because I wrote down how much everything was. The heavy whipping cream, it was $1.98, and I'm hoping to do, no, not $1.98, $2.58, and I'm hoping to do a dessert with that. These were just under $5 each, so $9.96 for 2. We've been going through them. Everybody loves them. This was $1.98, and then I got a bunch of flour tortillas just to have in the house for kids to eat, and also to do some more burritos. That's been a hit, and those were $9.90 for 1, 2, 3, 4 packs. So there's that. My total was $39.70, and I did check out through Ibotta, so I will be getting 6% cash back on this. And yeah, this is just a little fill-in haul for just recipes and stuff, and I feel like this is like very little food for $40. So here it is. We have a huge bowl out of that packet that I thought out. So I'm going to make some freezer meals, and I'm going to also make some for today. Okay, so I am going to use, for my beef and broccoli, this Better Than bouillon, because I want to use it up, and I don't have any beef stock. Well, I have like bone broth in my freezer, but I want to use this up. And then it calls for soy sauce. I took out all my little packets, and I'm going to use these first just to get them out of the fridge. I do have soy sauce, but I'm going to use these up. And then it calls for some crushed red peppers. So we have these. So out of all of these condiments, I literally took everything out. These are going to be used up. And then some of these packets, and then this Better Than bouillon is definitely going to be used up, which I'm super excited. I think I'm going to put a little bit of red onion in the crock pot as well. I made my own version of the sauce. Well, I got it off of Pinterest, and it asked for sesame oil. I didn't have any, but I did have some oyster oil, so I put that in. Soy sauce, some garlic, and some fresh ground ginger, and a little bit of those pepper flakes and brown sugar. So I'm gonna pour this over the beef and let that go for a little bit. And then I'm gonna add the broccoli florets at the end with like a cornstarch slurry. So if you guys remember those little chocolate filled marshmallows that we got free from Walmart with Ibotta, the kids made s'mores. Lucas, you want to show yours? So there is that, and that's what they're having as a snack. So sticky. And let me turn you guys around and show you my freezer meals. How many I only got 2. I don't know why I thought I was going to get so many freezer meals. Like I always think, but again, I'm new to the freezer meal game, so I still have a lot to learn. This one feels like it's a little more generous. It's got more meat in here, and then this one should be enough. I'm not sure we'll have leftovers with this, but either way, it's fine. I was able to use up all of that beef bouillon, and I think I might have more in my stockpile. I'm going to check. If I don't, that will go on my list of things to get. I used up most of my brown sugar, so I need to look and see if I have any more brown sugar to fill this. If I don't, that's going to be something I'm going to need to get. And there's like just a little bit of soy sauce left, so I'm just going to dump this in my crock pot for today because I don't want to keep this whole bottle for just like a little bit of soy sauce. I do have another bottle of coconut aminos, so I don't need to get any soy sauce because I have that. Okay, so I pulled out these bacon crumbs that I had obviously previously opened from the freezer. I'm going to use those for the breakfast burritos when I get to them. And then I pulled out this bag of frostbite shrimp. You guys can see there's a theme. Everything is frostbited. I'm going to thaw these out because I'm not sure if the little ones will really enjoy the beef and broccoli. I don't know how they're going to feel about it. So I'm thinking thaw these out, wash them, take the shell off, and maybe put them on the barbecue for them. Okay, so Saturday for lunch, my 2 older kids are gone on a day trip to the Tillamook County Fair, which is in Oregon, with the church orchestra. So they're not home. My little ones are home, just them and my husband. I have leftover pork chops. My husband's been working outside all morning and just cleaning up and stuff. So I have leftover smothered pork chops with gravy, a little bit of mashed potatoes, but not enough. So I'm going to make some more of the instant mashed potatoes in this little pot, and that's what we're going to have for lunch. So then this will be out of the fridge. And Lucas made some yogurt with chia seeds. Looks delicious. So that's what's going on so far, and then I'm going to start on the breakfast. Looking everywhere for these potatoes for the breakfast burritos, and I found them in the inside freezer. I knew I had these in the garage freezer, but it looks like probably David already got into them, which is fine. There's still plenty in here to make. So after my husband had lunch, we still have quite a bit of gravy left, and I do not want it to go to waste. So I'm gonna make, I have these containers that I got a long time ago on Amazon. I'm gonna make like a dupe KFC bowl. So I have some chicken nuggets I'm gonna fry up in the air fryer and then cut them into pieces, put mashed potatoes, the gravy, chicken nuggets, corn. Okay, so I got 3 dupe KFC bowls out of the leftovers of the mashed potatoes and the gravy, and I'm not even gonna freeze these, you guys. I'm just gonna pop their lids on and I'm putting them in the fridge. Okay, so I did the hash browns with the bacon and I'm just letting everything cool. And over here I have the scrambled eggs, and this is how much of those bacon bits we still have left over, so those are going back in the freezer. Once these cool off, I'm gonna make burritos with a little cheese, a little bit of the hash browns, and the scrambled. All right, so in this bag I have 10 breakfast burritos, and then I have a few more in here, and I just finished the potatoes and the bacon, so we're just going to do the rest with the scrambled eggs and cheese, and hopefully we'll get at least 20 breakfast burritos out of it. And then I also want to show you guys, my parents just came over and my mom brought me these yellow waxed beans and a whole bunch of potatoes. In a bag full of potatoes, and she just took those out of the ground, out of her garden, and these are the beans. So lots of good stuff here. So I ended up getting 24 burritos. These I'm just going to put in the fridge.
I love you.
I love you too. And then there's 10 in this one and 9 in this, and those are going in the freezer. And I wanted to show you guys, I had a little bit of this Mexican style blend cheese, and we used that up. So that's another thing out of the fridge. And then I did use some of the mozzarella. Super excited. These are my kids' favorite burritos. Right here is the beef and broccoli. It tastes delicious. So okay, so over here I have 2 of my mom's zucchinis, and I made over here a marinade with Lucas's help of just fresh grated ginger, garlic, olive oil, and parsley, salt, and pepper. And these were deveined, but they still had the shell on, so I took the shell off, and I'm going to pour that marinade over this and let them marinate for about a half an hour. And same with these. This just has salt, pepper, and a little bit of that. And we're gonna grill these. So my husband is grilling the zucchini and the shrimp, and Noah decided to have some beef and broccoli with rice. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is it so good? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Lucas is pretending to go fishing. What are you fishing for? Shrimp?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here is our little setup. I think the shrimp are done, hun. You don't want to overcook them. And we have more to put on there. Yeah, that's hot. Be careful. We have more to put on the grill, and the zucchini. Oh, they smell so. So here's my husband's plate. We are ready to dig in, and we're using up these chili sauce packets from Panda that we have in the fridge. So tonight's dinner, eating from our freezer and pantry, is we are eating good. I'm so excited that I'm doing this challenge because it's been getting me to try new recipes and use up what we have, and I'm so pleased with tonight's dinner. It's so delicious. Hi everyone, it is noon Sunday, and today I took out the last of our zucchinis, and you can tell I had put some salt on them, so the water is coming out. I'm going to do fried zucchini. Here is my setup, and then we have some frozen pizzas we're going to pop in the oven. We'll show you guys those, and we're going to do a Caesar salad next to the pizzas, and that's going to be lunch. I also took out some chicken legs, and we're probably going to grill those. Look how beautiful they're turning out, you guys. They are turning out so nicely. There was just 2 zucchinis, not too much. And then I ended up using my mom's eggs from her chickens. And the 2 pizzas are in the oven. We're going to have a good, delicious one. All right, guys, so this is how the pizzas turned out. These are so delicious. I usually buy these when they're on sale at Safeway for $2.50 each. This is literally our new favorite. It's spinach and mushrooms. It's vegetarian, and it's very, very good. Okay, so here are the drumsticks. They are washed. Put a little bit of salt, and then I seasoned them with this roasted garlic and herb seasoning. I'm gonna let these kind of marinate with the seasoning for a little bit, and then we are gonna throw them on the barbecue. Tell you guys something.
I learned how to ride my bike
without
training wheels.
Without training wheels. He was outside with his father, with my husband, and he learned how to ride his bike. So Noah said to make sure I film him while he is riding without training wheels. He's so proud. Good job, Noah. That's it. You're doing great. Good job. Yay. Thumbs up. All right, guys. So we have our little grill out, and these are sizzling very, very nicely. Underneath, we have one of those grill mats, and they work really good on keeping the grill pretty clean. And we're just going to eat it with one of those Caesar salads, and we are going to call it good. It is going to be so good. Here is dinner. These chicken legs are really, really jumbo size. They turned out delicious, and I think we'll have leftovers for tomorrow for my husband to take at lunch. We have a beautiful Caesar salad, and we are going to dig in. As we're waiting for the chicken to cook up so we can have dinner, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my video this week. I know it's a little bit longer than usual. We got to eat up a lot of stuff from our freezer and our pantry and stuff, so I think it was a very successful week. We had, I think, 2 new recipes, crock pot recipes, which we thoroughly enjoyed. So we're super, super happy about that. Anyways, I just want to say thank you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And you know what else I would really like for you guys to put in the comments below? Where you're watching from, what state are you, or country, or where you're watching my channel from. I'm always so curious to see where people are viewing my videos. Anyway, I consider you guys all my friends, and thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.